Hey Sag, welcome to your general reading for August 2019. I didn't get to do a reading for you last month. It was a very intense month for me, but I'm glad that I'm back. Lots of changes as well. Most of you know that I'm no longer offering private readings, so I can really focus on the monthlies. So if you didn't book a reading with me last month, I'm fully booked. There is no way to get a reading with me. So I am moving on, however, to doing extended readings, which you can purchase probably on my Vimeo account. I'll leave some details in the description box about how you can do that. And we'll take the general message, a bit further and go a bit deeper so that you do have more guidance to follow you for the month. And most of you also know that I run an astrology games night called ASTROMIXER at the Curtin Hotel. Our next day is August 30th. It's a Friday evening. Tickets can be bought at nicoleblack.com/shop. It's so fun. Fire signs lost last month. Earth signs were there for the win. You are so welcome to come along. It's honestly a great night. There's more info about that on my Instagram page. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Something's up. Something is up. Like, I asked Spirit whose reading I should do after the Libra one I just did, and yours was the one I was told to do. And really the first card out of the deck for you is this Ten of Cups in reverse. Something's off in the home, family, relationship, the domestic realm, really not right. And I feel like in the months that I've read for you, this has been a persistent energy, and you do have the Hanged Man card here. So it feels to me like something you have to keep coming back to. I remember I said in the past that, like, even if something was not good externally, you were good. I feel like it's no longer okay for you just to be good now. It's like everything needs to be kind of balanced out externally too. So with this Ten of Cups in reverse in this Hanged Man, it's like something that you're revisiting now that has to be addressed, because we've got the Five of Cups in reverse, and this would say either it's something that's already happened, or it's something quite in the past. I'm talking 3 months ago or earlier, or it's something that you're being secretive about, so maybe not necessarily telling people that you feel this way. This is kind of the energy of resignation, depression, just like, I feel like it feels like giving up. Nothing will change. You feel you're not feeling good. You're really not feeling good here. And you do have the Four of Wands in reverse. I think Libra also had the Four of Wands as something to focus on. You've got the Four of Wands in reverse here because you're thinking that you're not okay, or you're not feeling good about because of external things, and it's not true. You don't realize that it's internal. Four of Wands, four is foundation, but the Wands are fire energy. It's the energetic home space. It's the energetic foundation. You are energetically off balance. Now, yes, let me not lie. There are things in your environment, in your life, in your relationships that can make you feel, or create stimulus that kind of makes you feel off center. But it's really time for you to take responsibility for your sovereignty in terms of your energy and what you feel like. In fact, your inner world is your retreat space, to be honest, Sag. Like, when, like how if everything's chaotic, sometimes people just want to go home to their family or to their, like, where you live, like your own space. Well, the body is also that for you, and your own energy is also that, and you need to be able to retreat there. That needs to be a safe haven for you, and it's not. It has too much external energy, external influence. There's no boundary around your personal energy at the moment. Your greatest, I can't say your greatest, I mean, it's a big one to me. One of your big vices is that you lack tact. When you want to express the truth, when you want to tell somebody something, when you want to give advice, when you have a perspective, you do not deliver it with grace, with compassion, with sensitivity, with even perspective, with humility, with any of that. You tend to cut, Sag, Ace of Swords, whether you intend to or not. Sometimes you don't even intend to, but you also don't care enough about how you say things. You feel like the message is more important than the delivery, and so you cut in the way that you give. But with the Knight of Swords in reverse, this is almost you holding horses. I feel like you're trying to like hold back and be like, I'm not seeking an argument here. I'm not seeking a breakdown in communication. I'm not seeking conflict, but I don't actually know how to have this communication without it devolving evolving into that. And so it's like you're not saying anything, and therefore this can also be creating this Five of Cups energy here, where you're building, it's a build up of emotion because you don't know how to circumvent the conflict that really comes from you speaking your mind. You haven't learned to soften your tongue. Now, on the flip side of that, because that's a communication external issue, internally, you have the Ten of Wands, which is actually you're taking way too much responsibility for something else energetically, or trying too hard. So it's so interesting because Libra also got this card. So this could be, some of you may be dealing with a Libra. You're really like trying to make something work. You're trying to ride something out here, Sag, and really I think you know you shouldn't be, because in doing so, the Queen of Wands, you're taking away from yourself. Now, some of you, this may be a family dynamic, right? So you may be taking a lot of responsibility financially or emotionally, or showing up in a certain dysfunctional dynamic, and you're doing your best to make it okay, but what you're doing is sacrificing yourself, your Queen of Wands, your internal energy, your own intuition, your own spiritual growth and development in service of others. And you shouldn't be, because you do have the Eight of Cups in reverse, which would be walking away from some emotional dynamic here. And it's in reverse because you don't want to. Maybe you still love, there's still love here. Maybe there's attachment, duty, whatever the reason. You really don't want to do that, Sag. You need to, though. That's why you're in the Four of Wands, right? In reverse, the Queen of Wands can't live here. Like, everything's upside down. You're not centered enough. And by that, I mean you're not the central figure in your own life. And so you do have the Three of Wands in reverse here with the Four of Cups upright, and I clarified it with the Judgment card. The message is, Sag, that if you think you can continue to wait around for something to change, this person to change, this dynamical situation to change and become something else, it will not. You will be disappointed. And if you're already disappointed, it will continue. And the thing about the Five of Cups, it's a deep entrenched energy, okay? It continues and continues and continues. The Judgment card here is an indication that this is obvious. If not to you, it's obvious to everybody around you. This is loud and glaring that it is time to move on from something. I'm just checking how long I've gone for those of you watching on Instagram. So, in the extended reading, I'm going to be looking at what is this glaring message, okay? I'm also going to be looking at why you've been overextending yourself and perhaps with whom. I'm going to be looking at the Queen of Wands energy here, how you can be more focused on your own growth, how to restore your energetic balance, and what really you gain from walking away, as well as the outcome of walking away emotionally from this situation. Reminding yourself as well that sometimes leaving emotionally isn't leaving physically. Some of you may not have the option or the opportunity. You might live with these people. You might not be able to just sever ties, but there may be ways that you can emotionally withdraw your energy, or at least lessen the amount of time and devotion you're giving to it. You need to. We'll look at what the karmic lesson here is, because every month I read for you, something's up in the emotional home family space, and we need to resolve that, Sag. You cannot continue with that energy. So if you'd like to join me for the extended, we're going to look a little bit more at what's going on here. If not, and you know already what this is, you know, take that action, withdraw, you know, put yourself first now. And hopefully I will see you at ASTROMIXER, where you can kind of, you know, make connections with folk that are going to be able to create a happier environment with you. And there are tickets at NicoleBlack.com/shop. So much love to you, Sag. I really hope this has resonated.